When you think about what you're seeing in this generation of leaders, I'm always interested in people who have done this work for a while and been around the technology space. If you're seeing different trends and traits in the type of entrepreneurs that you've been coaching or some of the ideas that you have been seeing, do you feel like the current generation, we'll call it the youngest of the generations of entrepreneurs, that a lot of what you're talking about here is resonating more with them? Are they more receptive? Are they more open? Are they looking for this sort of guidance? Or is it the opposite? Is it a generation, as we so often are told, that is too self assured and not as open to feedback and guidance?
I have the feeling a lot of, I mean, if you have the trust of the people, then they're open for guidance. But to get the trust is maybe a bit tricky because a lot of, like, the younger generation, I see them often like they look for their spot, they look for something what fulfills them mainly. And often they even don't know what it is. Like, even I sometimes don't know what it is, like I know what, because like it's not so crystal clear and it changes from time to time. And I think in general it's definitely it's definitely a bit different from maybe my generation, because like in my generation, for me it was important to really have a job, to understand, to learn and stuff like that. I think for the current one it's also like that, but they have something on top on that. Like they really want to change the world a bit, like they really want to have an influence. And um, I like that because I think it's important. And I think the leadership style needs also to change in that direction. I think it changed already a bit in that direction. Like all these topics we were discussing, especially about the culture and stuff like that. Uh, like when I started to work, there was no kind of big incentives in a startup culture, like Thirsty Thursdays or something like this, or lunch or something like this. There was no sponsoring on anything. Like you do your work and then you go home mainly, and that changes a lot from my experience. And I think it's a good thing, to be honest.